Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. Right after this chart analysis, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities we found yesterday, Friday, over at the Discord. We found 4 home runs, all 20% plus on the day, and our 2 highest ones were 30% plus. If that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. So here we are with WISH Stock, and we're also going to discuss Clover Health Investments, CLOV stock. And right now, when you look at both of these charts, they're getting really close to tug of war zone. Now, Clover Health is a little bit closer than WISH Stock, but they have both reacted pretty similarly in the downward trend and slight consolidation. Same thing with WISH, downward trend, slight consolidation, but it has gone into further weakness. We're going to have to see if it comes back up so it can actually continue within this channel of actually being in a consolidation area to go ahead and pop off to the newer highs once the next catalyst comes, right? That's what every investor is hoping for. But there's something that's similar in both of these stocks right now, and it's the fact that both of them reacted similarly, and they're looked as the next AMC and GameStop. Now, all eyes are on GameStop and AMC regardless. Right now in these moments, a lot of investors are still pushing for those squeezes to happen and to continue. But CLOV stock and WISH stock have just now become more mainstream, and also were the highest discussed stocks on the Reddit forums. It was the highest ones discussed before the squeeze, after the squeeze, and even to this day, they are seeming to be one of the favorites, whether they're saying that it was a short squeeze by the apes or not, because right now there's that conflict, and I've seen it in the comments and I've seen it in different videos. But one of the biggest things is at the end of the day, it was discussed by many in these groups, and that's showing a lot of emphasis on why this is pulled back. It's still consolidating and there's still strength. Okay, there's still strength here because it's not completely torn down. If it was back down to these levels, I would say, okay, we're in weakness, but there's still strength here in CLOV stock, and also we're in tug of war zone, and there's still strength here in WISH stock because it's still up from those lows way down here at $7. This one's a little bit closer, right? This is still 30% up from those lows, and Clover Health is still up 100%, and it's still close to tug of war zone. So there's some important things to be aware of and watch moving forward, and the most important thing is the 50-day moving average as it continues to move with the stock. It's currently at 1057. Anything below it is bearish, anything above it is bullish, and the support level here is important as well, 969. I would watch that carefully. Now, the highest point of the day in pre-market was $11. I would just round that down to $11. That needs to be crossed for this to gain strength and momentum back up to the upside and to pull further away from the 50-day moving average. Now with Clover Health, right, we have some other points to look at, and it's going to be important to look at this lowest point. This is the lowest point in this bearish run and slight consolidation, and that is down here at 1339, 1340 if you want to round that up. So that's a great point to watch moving forward if the bears start to bring this one down again. But right now the bulls are fighting. They're holding it up, and this is really close to getting over the 50-day moving average, which is 1546. Once that's crossed, you're back into bullish territory. But the bulls need to break through the highest point of the day, which was 1628, to pull further away from the 50-day moving average, pull further away from the resistance level, and reach newer highs and new resistance levels pushing upwards to then aim for the highest point on Thursday of 1869. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive the insight as well. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. And all I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I'm going to share with you guys the ticker symbols we found this morning over at the Discord, as well as the opportunities of another ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to have on your watch list moving forward. So the ticker symbol I have to share with you guys today is one that I've mentioned back in March, and I knew it had a little bit of more room to pull back, which I stated in the message. I messaged this one out on the Patreon as well as here on the YouTube channel, and since then it's gone up anywhere between 30% to 50% up from those levels. So we're going to look at that chart and how it's reacting right now, because I believe there's more upside, and if it pulls back, it's making the opportunity even bigger, and if it consolidates, it's a great time to start watching it. But before we jump into that chart, I want to share with you guys the opportunities we found this morning over at the Discord. We found 4 home runs, all giving us 20% plus on the day, and our 2 highest ones were 30% plus. If that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. So the first one we caught was PTIX at 345. This one actually ran out pretty fast, and this was a very volatile one in the first several minutes of the day, but it jumped up 30% plus. We're going to look at that chart in just a moment. GENE, we caught it at 467. NOVN had a lot of speculation and hype. It was already up 50% in the pre-market, and it still had more room, which we're going to look at in just a moment. We caught that one at 1440. And SENS is a hype stock. I mentioned it before this week, last week, and here we are mentioning it again at 395, and it is one that I would watch with caution, and it turned out to be a home run of 20% plus as well. But let's look at the 2 best home runs we reached on the day, or the highest ones I would say, because they were all the best. It was great today. So PTIX, we caught it at 345. It started running from that point forward, dipped a little bit towards the bell, and took off, giving a highest point of 30% plus at the 420s range almost, right? It was about 418, 419, and that's when the rejection started. So it had enough room to give between anywhere from 5 to 10%, 10 to 15%, and all the way upwards to 30% plus since we caught it. Now, the other stock is NOVN. This had a lot of hype. It was already up 50% plus in the pre-market. As it was pulling back, we mentioned it at 1440, consolidated a little bit, hit the 13s, 1383, and shot up in just a matter of minutes, between 20 to 30 minutes, giving a highest point of 30% plus, guys. This was phenomenal. It came out with the news of phase 3 trials, and it started to build momentum, and inflow started to pick up. So if this is something you want to become part of, and you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. So here's the stock you want to add to your watch list. I mentioned this back on March 27th, and it is FUBO, F-U-B-O. This is a stock that was sitting in the 20s, and I had stated that week that if it continues to pull down, I can see this somewhere between $15 to $20. Well, it certainly did that, and it pulled back a little bit below $15. I was pretty close, and since that point forward, it had a reversal. And if we look here at the chart, this is when we mentioned it. This is what we were looking at. And I also was looking at the support of 2067. And if that got broken through, the next point of reference I was looking at was between $20 to $15. It fell a little bit below $15. And since then, it has been working its way up. And if we look at it here together on the chart, it's been working its way up, and it's almost 2x since those levels. I mentioned it way back here in March, pulled back down, kind of consolidated, went a little bit lower, right, to the 17s, pulled back up, giving great 5 to 10, 20% opportunities throughout those volatile movements, but pulled all the way down several weeks later to lows here of $14. So I wasn't just looking at it for that week, but I was also looking at it based off the chart over time that it could reach those levels, and it certainly got close to 15, a little bit below it, and since then, it has been skyrocketing. So if this consolidates or pulls back in a healthy manner, I believe there's more room here, and especially based off of analysis ratings. If you look at the analysis ratings here for Fubo TV at the time, this has probably changed, I'm not sure. This is based off of March, way back when it was at $21. The low end was $6.50, pulling it down. 42 is the average, and the high is $60. So this is definitely something you want to do more research on and due diligence. This is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you to buy, sell, or hold any positions of the stocks that I mentioned. I'm just here to enlighten everyone on what I'm watching, and you're more than welcome to join us along the journey. This has 2x since I mentioned it, and also 30% plus since exactly when I started watching it back at $21, guys. So if you want to know what stocks I watch live, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.